But it's public. This is not. This is private.
Why does it say it's private?
It's private property.
Where does it say it's private?
The landlord owns the land.
Who's the landowner?
I don't want to get into an argument with you. I would just like to leave site if that's possible.
Who is the landlord? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to wander around.
Police anyway, because it's private property and we don't allow you to be filming here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny how there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the Gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
And you're not allowed to take videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but still classed as private property. The land is owned by somebody else.
She's mistaken, and here's why. The staff member is confusing ownership with public access rights. Yes, a government site might be owned by a department or agency, but that doesn't automatically make it private property. If the public can walk there freely, and there are no fences or signs saying restricted area, it's considered publicly accessible, meaning filming there is lawful. The idea that someone needs special permission to record is simply incorrect. There's no law in the UK that prevents filming government buildings from a place where the public is allowed to stand. If access is truly restricted, it should be clearly marked, not made up in the moment. From the moment this officer arrives, it's clear she's not there to calm things down. She takes control right away.
I know you're filming and stuff. I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where...
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Marseilles, as you can see by my badge.
What station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
Because it's a government building.
Yeah.
I pay for it, I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs. It's suspicious. Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
You have the right to approach him.
That's lies.
He's filming, so we've asked him if he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What was his reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said he's interested in the Gangmasters Labour Abuse Authority. He's just suspicious. Right, basically. I don't agree with the word that he said.
Alright then.
Okay.
So we would like him removed.
Yeah, of course you can. Is there
I'm in a public place.
No, it's not been threatening, but obviously he's not corresponding with us. We've asked him not to video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why he's become argumentative, and really I'd just like him to be removed from site.
Her tone feels dismissive and unprofessional, speaking over the auditor and showing little patience. She also fails to identify herself until asked, something every officer is expected to do immediately. Rather than assessing the situation fairly, she labels the auditor's filming as suspicious, even though both recording from a public space and asking for identification. From public officials are lawful and legitimate acts of accountability. This scene really shows how confusion grows when people don't fully understand the law. The staff member tells the officer that the auditor was being difficult and filming in a private area, neither of which is true. There were
2 vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law.
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously someone's lied to you then, haven't they?
System, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Okay. Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under what law?
Under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want to hear. You've been causing trouble, you've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you have,
You're
okay?
lying now.
Stop being argumentative with me.
Stop giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the bat.
You need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with you.
Fine.
Leave this area. Yeah, I've got him on my camera as well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
Well, what's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug-in?
I do all sorts.
What, plug-in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with you.
Okay, can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay.
You've got a mask on your face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave now.
There were no restricted signs or barriers, and the auditor had already explained his purpose. He was documenting material related to the Gangmasters and Labor Abuse Authority, a genuine government body that investigates workplace exploitation and unfair practices. So his filming wasn't random. It was professional and clearly in the public interest. The next part highlights how police powers can be used incorrectly. The officer applies Section 35, which is meant for situations where someone's behavior might cause alarm, distress, or contribute to disorder. None of that applied here. The auditor was calm, respectful, and filming from an area open to the public. UK law, including Article 10 of the Human Rights Act and National Police Photography Guidance, clearly supports the right to record in public spaces. Using Section 35 in this situation was not justified. It was based on discomfort, not facts. Then
premises again, okay? It's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land, so you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
however,
isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word in it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well, okay. I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I appreciate that, and whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can. Okay,
no problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not.
See, that's fine. If your colleague had asked as politely as you are right now.
I did in the first
no, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip. You're acting like you're acting stupid.
I'm not
so
interested in either side now. As long as it's all resolved and we can just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
Comes the moment that reveals a lack of professionalism. When the auditor calmly asks, Section 35 of what? She dismisses the question entirely, refusing to cite the law she's relying on. Officers are required to explain the legislation behind their actions. That's basic accountability. Her refusal shows that she wasn't applying the law correctly. She also suggests that his face covering made her feel uneasy, even though masks are legal and often used for privacy, not confrontation. That assumption wasn't based on evidence. It was an emotional reaction. The situation worsens when the auditor tries to reference an official Home Office document, and she interrupts saying she doesn't care.
Yeah, fine.
You happy with that?
Yeah, see, you've been perfectly quiet. Thank you for that.
What I will say is that my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that, sorry?
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act,
I'll read it out for you. If that makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that...
So antisocial behaviour crime and police act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that it's called the
Mate, listen, I don't care
finding
about that.
well, you should care. You should care.
No, I should,
yes,
no,
you should
you're
care.
just going on.
I think you need to get retrained. You do. I'm going to make a complaint. Yes, I am. I'm making a
no.
I'm making a complaint about you. Professional standards.
That's okay. You can do that.
I'm making a professional standards complaint about you. Yep. Here we go. They'll have that as
got
well.
the details.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, we're done then. See you
Okay.
later.
Bye.
Ignoring official guidance from her own department is unprofessional and shows a lack of respect for public accountability. Talking over him and refusing to listen only made the situation worse. When the auditor says he'll file a complaint, it's the only reasonable step left. Unfortunately, as he later explained, the complaint received nothing more than an automated response with no follow-up. That's where the real concern lies. When an officer can dismiss a citizen's rights, ignore proper conduct, and face no consequences, it shows a wider problem. From the start, she treated the auditor not as a member of the public with rights, but as someone to be controlled. Her attitude and refusal to listen turned a peaceful, lawful interaction into unnecessary conflict. Ironically, the auditor stayed calm, polite, and factual the entire time. And that seemed to frustrate her even more. When another officer eventually stepped in, it became clear how differently the situation could have gone, with respect, patience, and communication. It showed just how small the gap is between good policing and poor public service. In most professions, behavior like that wouldn't be acceptable. Yet in this case, it ended with no accountability at all. That's the bigger issue. Until officers who misuse their authority are properly held accountable, situations like this will continue. Auditors like Gwen will keep recording, not to provoke but to remind everyone that public service comes with responsibility. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really supports independent coverage.